A new Space Engineers update is upon us, so let's dive in and check everything out. Hey everyone, my name is Captain Jack and welcome back to the channel. Today is the 24th of October 2019, and we have a brand new Space Engineers update for you all. This update also brings a new DLC pack, which is the Decorative Pack Mark II, and is now available to all players for the small price of $3.99 USD or your regional equivalent. Before we jump into everything, it's actually the 6th anniversary of Space Engineers. Yep, a whole 6 years we've had this game for, and wow, do I now feel slightly older. Jokes aside, it's fantastic to be celebrating the 6th anniversary of a game which has allowed us to build the ships of our dreams. But on a personal note, this game has connected me with my community, that's you guys, as well as people I now call my best friends. So therefore, I send a massive thank you and congratulations to your developers, Keen Software House, on 6 amazing years. Here's to the next 6. Right, so what's in this update then? We'll break it down and get to it fast. Well, the usual, we have free content which everyone can access right away, and then we have the DLC content which you have to pay a small price to access. Let's start with the free stuff because free stuff is always cool. Starting off, you get 2 brand new armor skins, they'll be joining the game. Following player requests, the battered armor, which is kind of like a damaged armor, is joining, and also the rusty armor skins. They're now free to everyone, and as soon as you download this update, you can go forth and apply them to your builds. Personally, rusty is going to be used by me quite a lot, especially in world design, as it helps add a lot of detail to the surroundings I find. Small grid ladders are here. This is super simple, it's just ladders on the small blocks, maybe you can stick them to the side of a jeep and hang off it, or on the side of a plane. I don't know, you can probably find some really cool use for them. I personally don't use ladders that much, but it's nice to have these, the playability of these blocks expanded to small grids as well. I think many of you are requesting them, so hats off to those of you who noted it down. Now another part of this is fans of single player will enjoy the brand new Lost Colony scenario. That is very interesting. For the record, I did not know the name of this before I knew that it was coming out, before I named the new series, Colony Lost. Just saying. I'll be playing for this scenario soon, so keep an eye out for it. I have heard it's very cool, and the guy who's designing it is fantastic at designing these worlds, so hats off to him. Now, as usual with updates to Space Engineers, bug fixes are here. You can find a full list of them down below in the video's description. I would tell you them all today, however we'd be here for days as there is quite a lot this time around. However, if you've been encountering a bug recently, go check that list, it may be fixed. Okay, now that's it for the free content for this update. Yep, it is a bit of a smaller free content update this time around. However, let's look at the brand new DLC content for the game. The Decorative Pack number 2, as it's being called, includes some very interesting new decoration blocks for the game, many of which the community and myself have requested for years now. This pack is decorative, like the name suggests, meaning all these blocks are mainly designed to look good for the purpose of just that. Starting off, we have the dispenser. This is like a vending machine in a way. It essentially gives you drinks in a nice friendly way. Quite fun when you think about it, though I cannot imagine where I'd personally use it in Space Engineers. It dispenses Cosmic Coffee and Clan Cola. Yeah, very interesting. Now the jukebox is also a brand new block. It'll play you a selection of music. I do hope in the future that this block will be modded, or we could add our own music, as I think that'd be quite cool. You may be able to do it already, I've not checked just yet. Maybe one of you can let me know down below in the comment section. Now a block which has been added to the DLC, which some of you have already mentioned to me, is the small grid control seat. It's exactly what it says. It's a seat for your small grid. So those of you who've been super gridding for the past 6 years, this one's out to you. Essentially, this is a seat where you can, go around, control stuff in small grid form. A lot of you have been wanting this for a while to, design open top rovers and various things like that. I agree with you, we've needed this for quite a while now. Many of you already said that this block should not be a part of a DLC and should instead be a part of a main game and therefore free content. I partially agree with you, so I'd advise that what we do is provide constructive feedback on these topics to the developers. I'm sure they'll listen if we actually ask them nicely, so if you are passionate about this block being in free content or changed in some way, get on the feedback sites, on the Twitters, social medias, this comment section, whatever, and let everyone know. If you let me know, I'll make sure to pass on your comments to the devs as well when I speak to them, and hopefully we might be able to get a change, who knows, we'll look at it later. Okay, our next block is lab equipment. This is just generic laboratory equipment, so if you're like me and up to evil things in the basement, this block is perfect for you. It doesn't have much of a use, but you can actually change certain elements of it to go in there, it's quite cool. The shower block is straightforward and simple, now we just need water, right Keen? Anywhere? Okay. No, but seriously, the shower block is quite high detail, and I do love it, it looks really fun. Now also, the following block is window walls. This is a new module block that is added in this DLC pack. I'm really excited to see this, as it's going to help builds and designs feel more alive in the long run. I think we're all bored of glass by now, and windows are hopefully going to present a new opportunity, especially those of you who like designing houses and stuff on the planet side. It's going to be quite interesting. Now, the medical station block is like a CAT scanner in design. According to developers, it is not currently functional and is just made to look cool. It would be cool if it did something in the future though. I've seen many of you mentioning it being like a bed block or some sort of cryotube essentially. You know, somehow it can buff your health, Something like that could be really cool. So again, if you want this block to do something, I recommend we get on the feedback sites. I'll also be posting there hopefully and letting the developers know about our feedback. Because I think this block could be really cool if something happens with it. So therefore, I can't wait to see how it goes. Another new addition to this decorative pack is the transparent LCD block. It's the same as a normal LCD, except you can see through it. Kind of self-explanatory when you think about it. Now I can't wait to use this on some ship bridges to make it look more futuristic. We see transparent LCDs in sci-fi all the time, so it's nice to have it in Space Engineers now. I would like to see this block expanded at a certain point, maybe half LCDs or the size of text panels. That could be something we could do with, but again, we'll have to wait and see. Graded catwalks are something I have wanted for ages. Now I don't have to keep grinding down catwalks all the time. You'll have all the standard blocks like corners and sides, and you can also use them to make other effects like fences if you're ambitious of course. So the graded catwalks are in the game, make sure to put them to good use. Joining the catwalks, also graded stairs and half stairs. It's a cool addition. We've wanted proper stairs for a while now. I mean, we do already have a set of stairs. These ones are better in a way, I guess we could call it. They're nice. I like them. Go and use them. Finally, we now have railings. No more falling off into a reactor pit for me, as I now have these to guard places. Honestly, I've wanted railings for so long, especially with my Korean colony, as we're absolutely useless. No, but seriously, this is a really cool addition, and again, something probably should have been in the vanilla game from the start, but hey, we've got it now. It's a nice new thing. Yeah, you can already create railings through various blocks in the actual game, but now we've got an actual decorative block for it. I think it's quite cool, and I do like it. Now, the next block is the rotating light. It's self-explanatory. It's a light that rotates on its own. I don't think I need to explain that one. For those of you not wanting to use the rotor block to create spinning lights, this is a great substitute for you. This type of block is going to look super cool on top of things like work vehicles or for alarms. I'm definitely going to put it to good use, and I can't wait to see how you guys use it as well. Now, our last block on the list for today, I don't think I'm forgetting anything, is freight blocks. They're new, they're essentially decorative cargo containers. They can be used as storage, but cannot be conveyed. If you've got an empty cargo ship, truck, I don't know, something, empty cargo space, chuck a few of these in to spruce it up, it really makes it look more alive. I've seen some things in the trailer of people putting them in alleyways, creating these sort of cargo areas. It looks really nice, I can't wait to see how people use them. I'm definitely going to be using them for the hangar base of my ships to make them look a bit more alive. Okay, so that's all the blocks in the DLC Decorative Pack 2. We've got the dispenser, the jukebox, the small control seat, lab equipment, shower, window walls, medical station, transparent LCD, grated catwalks, grated stairs and half stairs, railings, rotating light, and freight. There's a ton of stuff in this little DLC update. It's quite nice, again, all decorative, nothing major, though it is really nice to have. Now finally, after all of that delicious new content, Space Engineers and its DLCs, but not this new one, will be on sale via Steam for 30% off from now until Monday, November 4th. So if you've been wanting to pick it up, now's the time to dive in and experience Space Engineers for yourself. Personally, I think this DLC pack is interesting and cool, though at the same time, I can see why some of you might not be a fan of more DLC coming into the game. Therefore, I'd love to hear your opinions via the comments section below, so please do let me know what you think. Now, Marek Rosa, the CEO of Keen Software House, explained the reason for another DLC pack like the Decorative Pack. Essentially, this boils down to Keen Software House wanting to continue to work on Space Engineers, but requiring the funds to do so. The Decorative Pack is one of the better options, as it does not hide game mechanics behind paywalls. I prefer that. Now, Marek did talk about the next steps and the future of Keen's development plans. The developers are considering working on a new project, however the main focus for now is finishing the Xbox One edition of Space Engineers and having it in players' hands. That's great to hear. I do have a little bit more information about Xbox players, as a few of you have been asking me. According to Marek's blog, the team has already finished the Space Engineers Xbox MVP version. This is the version that's currently being tested. There are also very close discussions with Microsoft about the next steps and specific details for the Xbox One version of Space Engineers. If you are interested in testing the Xbox One version, they're encouraging you to get in contact via info@keensoftwarehouse.com. I'll put that link down below to Marek's blog where you can go read about that. Again, testing it is quite cool. You can also watch my interview with Marek, where we spoke about the Xbox One port, and I'll hopefully have some more Xbox One news for you very soon when I again get to talk to Marek, hopefully next month. Xbox One is hopefully progressing along very nicely is what I'm hearing. Again, release-wise, not entirely too sure yet. I'd be surprised if we saw it this year, if I'm going to be completely honest. Even I don't know when it's releasing. So again, hopefully very soon, we'll have to wait and see. But it's nice to know we're still getting some content updates along the way. I really hope they show us some gameplay soon, or at least we get a little bit of tidbit of what's going on, as I think the community does need that. That kind of wraps it up for this update. That's kind of everything, I think. Now, one last question I did get, and Marek answered in his FAQ on his blog post, was a question saying, should we now expect to get a new pack every 3 months? Essentially, should we expect new DLC packs like a Decorative pack every 3 months? Marek said the following: the way of bringing free and paid content in major releases is helping us to support Space Engineers development, as it brings new things into the game. All paid DLCs are not paid to win, but rather cosmetic. We think this is the right way to bring interesting content to the game and keep improving Space Engineers. I do agree with Marek here. I am much more preferring, cosmetic DLC rather than pay-to-win DLC. If they brought out a weapons pack and it was paid to win, and if you paid $5 you got a giant railgun, I think that would be a bit OTT and a lot more people would be upset. So instead, Decorative pack like this, that's quite cool. I'm fine with that. But again, I'm interested in your opinions down below in the comment section. You guys tend to have a lot more different opinions than me, which is great, as it gives us this sort of interactive discussion we can have, and I also get my chance to give your feedback to the developers at the same time. So please do let me know what you think. In the meantime, this is it for the latest Space Engineers update. A happy 6th anniversary to the team and the game, of course. Again, it's simply fantastic. It has been 6 long years since I first set foot on this game. I remember buying it back in 2013. I think one of my birthdays then. Yeah, so basically, Space Engineers came out on October 23rd. I bought it before my birthday, which is November 12th. Hint, hint. And then I think one of the best updates was in the Planets update. I think that came out on my 16th birthday. It's either 16th or 17th, because I turn 21 next month. Yeah. Interesting that is. I've grown up with Space Engineers. But anyway, why don't you tell me how long you've been playing Space Engineers for down below in the comment section. For me, it's the whole 6 years. For some of you, it could be 2 minutes. For some of you, it could be 6 years as well. Let me know down below in the comment section. Now, I've been Captain Jack. Thank you for watching this Space Engineers update video. If you are looking for more Space Engineers content, such as updates on the Xbox One version and updates on the game content itself, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I'll always be bringing you the latest Space Engineers news. For now, I've been Captain Jack. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.